Good evening, tarot card readers of the world. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do yet another Cancer North Node read. Check your guys' current energy. Now, obviously, you're here, you're advanced. I'm proud of you. You have graduated. Because if you're looking for your North Node, you're not looking for a specific person. Either you already have your person or you're not focused on that. Because as long as you stay focused on yourself, especially you're being a Cancer North Node, you know, so you're called this lifetime to be a little more emotional. You need to be a little more ambitious but practical. Some of you may be or may become a government official, CEO, you know, something of that nature. We're going to go ahead and tune into the frequency of the universe first. Still a little pre-shuffle I felt led to. So if you want, you can close your eyes, maybe focus on this sound. Here we go. It actually helps even quiet my cats down. I love it. So, as I was saying, your past life, Capricorn. Capricorn is your South Node. You know, hard worker, which is good qualities. Independent. Very practical authority. This lifetime, you're called to be impractical. No, I'm kidding. This lifetime, actually, you're called to, you know, more get into your feelings. You know, the Capricorn being an earth sign, so a lot more grounded, a lot more, you know, I don't want to say stable, but you know how Capricorns are, right? Successful. Cancer, you're going to connect with people a little more, your emotions a little more. Ooh, I don't know. Should I stop there? Do you want me to stop there? Two of Cups on the bottom. Like I said, maybe you already have your person. Look at there. My favorite card, since it's my card, Death card. Queen of Swords. Ooh. King of Wands. Four of Swords. Four of Swords energy has been out for a lot of people. There's a lot of you, I think, that are needing or taking a rest. And a Tower card. Cancer North Node, you got some shit going on here, it looks like. A Temperance card, that energy is definitely around. I pull it on myself, I pull it on others a lot. Nine of Pentacles, that's a beautiful spot to be. And, ooh-wee, the Eight of Cups. Okay. Well, we're going to see what this is all about. I feel good, but I'm not sure if I feel good. So it looks like you're putting it into something. You're walking away from something. You're almost like you're creating your own tower. Nine of Cups in your center energy here. Well, let's take a look at this. Death, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. So, something happened in your past prior to this rebirth, this change in events, because you pulled out your big-ass sword, which happens to be double-edged. So you cut on the way down and you cut on the way up. That's the purpose of a double-edged sword. Cut on the way down, cut on the way up. Slash, slash. And then the King of Wands. I don't know. Are you putting you into a King of Wands? Or are you having a rebirth and moving into the King of Wands energy? I mean, it could go either way there from what the looks of this is. So then after that, change, death, rebirth, into the Four of Swords, and now you're waiting. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on your Knight of Pentacles. You thought you had your Knight of Pentacles, so instead you decided to walk away because you realized you didn't have it. The King of Wands, and you have a tower on right underneath that. So there was something that happened in your situation that caused you to cause a tower moment. I don't believe this tower moment just appeared out of nowhere. I believe that you caused this tower moment. That's what I'm seeing here with this Two of Cups. Or what you thought. Maybe that's why it's buried all the way on the bottom. You thought it was your Two of Cups. And you know, there's a lot of false twin flames that have been going around. I've seen the stories. It's a pandemic in its own right. So anyhow, Capricorn, South Node, independent, strive for success. Well, what I have to say here is it's not going to be easy to move from a grounded earth sign, because you know you've been stuck to this, glued to this past life, this South Node. And that's why it's so difficult to move into this North Node. Now, you want to keep your South Node with you because, you know, the practicality of the Earth sign is still going to be brought into the Cancer North Node. But in order for you to be emotionally fulfilled as far as this goes, you want to use your drive and your ambition, that Capricorn. I know it's an Earth sign, but it's a Capricorn fire, you know. If you know, you know. So we're going to go ahead and layer this with the Light Seers deck. Yeah, look at that. I knew I picked up the right deck. You got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of that deck as well. So some of you are just throwing people out of your life in order to protect your Nine of Pentacles, because this Four of Swords can also be kind of like a protective energy. And I would say that is the case here. It looks as though you're trying to protect your assets. Not even necessarily all your just straight up material assets, but I think you're trying to protect your heart as well. Because you got the Knight of Cups and it's facing that tower. Like I said, that's what makes me feel like you created the tower, because Knight of Cups is facing the tower. And that's what I'm seeing here. The Hangman. We're going to stop there because you are getting a different outlook on life. That's kind of what I was feeling. I almost said it, but I didn't. So here it is. You're getting a different outlook on life. And it still came out. So we're going to layer over top. Death card. Look at that. Eight of Wands. Whoop. Oh, wait a minute. Was that that's a legit reverse. Yeah, see, you don't want to move towards it. And then you got the Ten of Swords on the Queen of Swords. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's right. A new beginning in love. Seven of Wands. So you were standing firm. And that's over top of that Four of Swords. So you're standing firm in whatever it is that you, this decision that you made to create this tower moment. Because look, I knew it. Because you got the Three of Swords now that's in that centered energy on top of you, on top of that Knight of Cups. Oh boy, let's build this a little bit, because this is going to cover the tower. Yeah, this is going to cover the tower. Ooh. Yeah, Ace of Cups. If you get a third ace down here, then you better go play some blackjack. You better go play some spades. You better go play something. Ten of Pentacles on top of that Temperance, right? Because you're not there yet. And see, here's okay. This is good. Queen of Cups over top of the Nine of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands on top of the Four of Wands on top of that Eight of Cups. You're celebrating the fact that you are walking away from that. But here's something that I have just a realization, talking with a special person of mine. So the Ten of Cups underneath there is a Temperance card. Now, here's the thing. This is what you want. This is a symbol of reciprocity as well. Because in there they have the two cups that are feeding each other. And this is the Ten of Pentacles on top of that. So what you really want is that equal give and take. And the universe is saying here, if you just have a little patience. But see, the thing is once you get in with that person. And maybe this has to do with this here. Maybe this decision is not quite made yet, but you definitely got a broken heart. You definitely have some pain and sorrow going on inside of you because of whatever it is that you guys aren't able to work out. So you've got this on top of the temperance. And, what I really feel like that's actually kind of representing is, you know, it's not about waiting for the next person because you already looks like you have your person here. So, you know, you are to be reciprocity and have temperance with each other. You have patience with each other. And you see, there's the back and forth motion, which is also in, and this is something that I have not really heard any other tarot cards bring out, tarot readers, I'm sorry, bring out. But there is definitely a reciprocity field here. Now, also, it is a gain in spirituality, a gain in some knowledge while you're sitting in that temperance energy. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not telling you to leave anybody. I'm not telling you to stay with anybody either. But what it looks like here is it can kind of go both. It can kind of go either way. But it looks like you're walking away from something, some form of the love that was in there, because it just seems like you're really wanting or are walking away from this love. And like I said, we had that Two of Cups on the bottom of that last deck. So we're going to go ahead and throw another layer on here. You know, I just keep getting that you're, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything yet. Yeah. It just really looks like you guys want a new beginning. I think maybe you want a new beginning in this relationship, but at the same time, you feel like you just have to walk away, that there's no hope. And if you already have a lot of time invested, there's always hope. You can always walk away from a past and walk into a new beginning, make a new contract, a new negotiation with this person with a refreshed outlook on life, or, a better, easier way to come to an agreement with each other, a compromise, and it's not all about compromises, but it's about having the proper communication. And this is almost looking like you're coming at it as your Capricorn South Node, maybe, and you're called to focus on working your way towards your North Node in Cancer. And if you don't know anything about it, I mean, I've only given you very few facts. I don't care to go into super detail about it. I'm just here to throw some cards on here and try to get you some guidance and get you some wisdom from Archangel Uriel, who I have called down here as usual. And you got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here, so we're going to stop there with the Witch's Tarot deck. 8 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Cups on top of there. So you got 888 out here. And there's the Queen of Wands. The King of Wands, remember, was all the way underneath there. 7 of Pentacles. Again, still really working on the 2 of Wands. Yeah, 3 of Cups energy right there in the center again. That 3 of Cups energy has been around a lot. 8 of Pentacles again. See, you're really trying to figure out what the heck the right move is here. 9 of Pentacles again. So 9 nines out here. The freaking Tower card again. Like, I mean, I can't make this up unless I sat here and was like this and just kind of, stacked the deck. But you saw me. I shuffled the hell out of it. It's just crazy how 3 different decks and you get such a great a great synastic energy here, that all of it is very much the same. And a lot of it is walking away and blowing shit up and just, it's like that Pink song, and I just think that you're just fed up, and as much as I always want to say stay, there's always a time to go. And usually most people in most cases know when it's time to go. And this is looking like, I mean, because here's the thing, and your very final outcome spot here, the very end, with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. So there are kids involved. There are kids involved. I mean, I know there's always kids involved. There's always kids on the original Rider-Waite deck. But normally I don't bring that out. But these two kids are really showing up, boy and a girl. Maybe you have a boy and a girl, and not necessarily. But there's two kids here that just kind of like just jumped right out of the cards. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and skip right on through. Well, we're not skipping anything. We're just gonna go right to the Moonology deck, and we're gonna see what the moon has to say, what kind of guidance that the moon would give to you, because what kind of pull or push that it wants to give you, because that's what the moon does, pushes and pulls. And it's not an equal push and pull. The moon is not completely spherical. There's some imperfections. So it's not quite balanced. The moon is kind of all over the place, yeah? I mean, we should know. That's why we have to adjust our calendars all the time, you know, with the year or with the day, and we have to adjust our time all the time. Yeah, it's the moon's fault. Your dreams need a practical plan. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's a good spot to stop for that being on the bottom. What was that? Full moon in Taurus. Yes. Conclusions are within. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Cancer. North Node. But, you know, this is the thing. It's going to suck. There's going to be a lot of work involved. There's going to be a lot of healing involved. And like I tell everybody who's fighting another person, whether they're going through divorce, breakup, or they're just sitting around waiting on them to come back or pick them, you know, just pick yourself and focus on yourself solely. Love yourself. Don't look for another person. Don't wait for another person. Just do you, and put out to the universe your manifestations of what you truly want, because I learned from experience, if you don't get real specific with this universe of ours, they are going to give you a roundabout, basic, general manifestation, meaning you might not get exactly what you thought you were going to get because you weren't quite specific enough. You'll get the majority of what you want, but you're going to get exactly what you asked for, ultimately. You know, so what'll happen is, you know, if you wanted to have, say, the prettiest car, but yet you didn't say anything about what color you wanted it to be, you didn't say anything about what kind of trim you wanted it to have on it, what kind of model you wanted it to be, you just said, I want a really pretty car. Well, I mean, pretty is, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what's pretty to you may not be pretty to the universe. The universe has a funny sense of humor, even if we're not allowed to have one. But regardless, that's what they do for us. And our job is to see the signs, synchronicities, and whatnot, and weed through it and make the proper decision. Sometimes we have to learn over and over again. But the universe is here to show you that the conclusions are within. Oh, gosh. I hate to even say that, you know. I like my reads to be nice and loving. But this is loving, because it's going to be you loving yourself. Because anytime you walk away from a situation that no longer serves you, that is you loving yourself, because you realize your worth and it's not worth staying. And I've been there. Stay too long. You know, you see the benefit. You're trying to see the positive in everything. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt. You're giving them a chance to change. Well, here's the thing. You got with that person, so when those things came out, it's not going to go away overnight. Okay? Did I even shuffle this deck? I swear I just did. I almost want to rewind my own video to see if I shuffled this deck. Because the beautiful thing about it is, I mean, this is, I would love to, gosh, I wish that death card would come out here, Three of Cups again. Because I really feel like this Doorways card is my favorite death card. I know that we do have the death card here. So there's death to a door that you're already in. Maybe that door was locked. That door might have been locked. Did you force that door open? Is this something that you shouldn't have probably started up to begin with? I don't know. I mean, it seems like you guys had a pass. If the Two of Cups was on the bottom of the deck there, I believe you had a pass. This is a pass that you are unfortunately walking away from. And see, almost in this, I did not even, okay, I haven't even brought this up. I haven't even really seen this in this card. Because there's actually two guys in here that are silhouettes. Like ghosts. And you see, there's you right there, and that door is wide open, but these two here. It's a hard choice. I see that. I see that it's a hard choice to make. Because you might believe that there won't be any other unlocked doors. You know, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and read this one again. I mean, gee whiz. Like I said in the other read, Oprah Winfrey loves to show up to my reads. And she gives everybody a doorway. You got to love Oprah Winfrey, right? Giving away free doorways. So we're going to go ahead and read about this card. Even though I have read about this one at least. Gee whiz. Why do I sound like... Why do I sound like, oh, what is that old show? I'll never remember this too many old shows. Andy Griffith? Maybe some of you guys are watching Andy Griffith. Maybe some of you, you're watching it with your parents, your grandparents. I don't know. Number 11, doorways. Doorways are opening and shutting for a reason. Be open to the sign. You have received this card as the universe wants you to be aware of the opportunities that are being presented to you and those that are closing for a reason. And this is where I love that. This is my favorite line out of all of this. It's something I'm going to commit to memory. I almost have it all the way. Sometimes a doorway shutting in front of you is a pathway to a new opportunity. And it doesn't make sense because usually an open door is a pathway. But when all the doors are shut, there's nowhere to go, right? There's no pathway. And so I see that's why I think that, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and reinterpret this card. Oh, hold on. I'm so sorry. I didn't even finish reading. I got excited about my download I just received from Spirit. Okay, so going back, everything happens for a reason. Even if at times you don't like or understand what the reason is, the universe has given you the Psychic Reading Doorways card to help you understand that you have choices being presented to you at this present time. Now, it is very important at time to stop, think, assess, and focus. Think about what it is you truly want to experience, feel, or achieve. Do you want a new job? I don't know. I don't want a new any job. No job. I just want to sit on the couch and do nothing, right? No. There's a lot of people out there that are like that, though. New job? Sure, why not? Do you want to study or change your career path? Do you want to move? Do you want a partner? I'm sorry, do you question your current relationship? Do you want to find a partner? Do you want to go on a holiday? Do you worry about money? This card is a reminder that you do not need to rush, make a decision about the opportunities or challenges that are being presented to you right now. Focus on what feels right in your solar plexus and heart chakra. As a spiritual being, living a human experience can be very challenging at times. Your rational brain always tries. See, my brain tricked me into reading the word trick. Always tries to take control and infer what makes sense. Right, because I'm going to stop real quick and a short commercial break. I promise. It'll be a 10-second one, okay? So you had, oh gosh, this is good. Okay, so right here, if you remember, oh, hmm, our music died. I think it was supposed to. So if you remember, all right, that got me messed up a little bit. That's okay. Let me refocus here. My energy. As a spiritual being, living a human experience can be very challenging at times. Your rational brain tries to take control and infer what makes sense. However, this may not be what feels right in your soul. Pay attention to the psychic symbols around you that are guiding you to walk in the right direction so that the right doorways open at the most opportune time to enlighten your soul's journey. If you feel frustrated and the doorways of life are not opening as you would like, it is because the timing is not right. You need to be patient, and when it is time to proceed, the right doorway will be open for you. So, again, that does go back to the temperance. You can say that that's in there. But see, so reinterpreting this card, it may be that this is a smoke and mirrors type door. Because you see that door is already open. Maybe that door is a trick door. Maybe that door should have been shut. Somebody else just walked out of that door and left it open. Somebody else just walked out of that door and left it open. And this could be a result of the ending of this situation right here, whether it be with a lover, which is what it seems to be, or a friend or a family. But it looks like you should have taken any one of them other doors, but you should not have maybe walked through that open door that somebody else just walked out of. If you're catching my drift, that door is open because somebody else just walked out of it, and you should not be walking straight into it. Because whoever's behind that door should have closed that door and did their own self-healing until they were ready to open that door back up. But you could have picked any door on either side of this card and you walked through the easy one, which, I don't blame you. Who wouldn't, right? Walked right into the easy door. Might as well. No work. Shoot. Just hop in. But again, remember that hangman energy is here. So you're starting to figure out that you need to figure out something else because it's not exactly what you wanted or what you thought it was going to be. It's not serving your highest good no more. They're not following the path that they maybe claimed they were going to follow, or maybe they don't want to follow the same path as you, and you can't have that. You got to come together and move together. And again, that's like the temperance card, like I said, right on there. Because if you notice, it's like this is, to me, it warms my heart because it's like an alchemy card. I'm pretty positive it is, right? How can you say that it's not? Because remember, in here, she's got her foot on the land and in the water. See, that's what's beautiful about this, because you are exactly this card. Because in your south node is Capricorn, Earth, and your north node, Cancer, water. But that doesn't mean, like I said, you do not cut off and trash your south node. No, you alchemize it in with your north node. And eventually you will tip the scales and you will be more into your north node than you are into your south. And that is our life purpose. That is the only reason I'm doing these reads. Because we need these north node reads. Because a lot of you out there are just roaming around. You're literally your whole life, you're just floating around like this, looking at upside down, looking for some people, this person, that person, and it's a confusing battle. That's a confusing walk. Trust me, there's a lot of us that have been through that. And you're like, son of a bitch, how is it that I wasted all this time? Well, it's because all you were doing was giving yourself away, giving your power away, giving your love away to this other person. You should have been giving it to yourself. And that caused this confusion, this fog, this like is in here, this this fog that's behind that door, so you can't actually even see if you can't even actually see in there. So it's almost like I don't know. It's it's awful dim in there. Now, mm, mm, mm. Nah, I'm not. Nope. Okay, so that's what that's what it looks like is coming from the spirit here. Is to weigh out your options. This is a heavy walking away energy from something kind of major. Because I don't know if you remember, or maybe I didn't say it, but the Ten of Swords was out here on top of your that Queen of Swords. You know, which is an end of a cycle. The Ten of Swords is not bad to see out here. It might be sad to see out here, sure, but it's not bad to see. I'm not even worried about the Death card out here, the Tower card out here twice. Those are amazing cards because when you're on the other side, when you rebuild that tower, when you make that change, make that rebirth, you move into that new direction, and then it's just amazing when you look back to assess where you have came from. And I don't mean look back in a narcissistic type of way or in a regretful way, because I've said this before, and maybe I should say it on every single video. The lowest vibration you can possibly be in is grief and regret. I'm sorry, not not grief. Not grief at all. That's an acceptable vibration that sometimes you have to be in that type of vibration. But it's shame and regret. Shame and regret. But with you being a Cancer North Node, well, you're ruled by the moon, the emotions, and that is a more in touch and more in tune with your emotions type of energy. And if you can do that, you can conquer this, because you can maintain your emotions. Sit with your emotions and deal with your emotions. Don't bury them down deep to where you can't see them anymore, because when they come up, maybe they won't come up. Maybe they're going to come out the other end. and nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to see that. Yeah. You might want to get out of you might want to pick a different door. Not the open one that's easy access. You can't get no easier access than that. Maybe that's what got you in trouble in the first place. Easy access. Nah. Next one, make sure you have to knock before you can go through. Okay, if that makes sense. That's all I have for you here, Cancer North Node. I do appreciate all of you. Even my haters. Without my haters, gee whiz, I don't know if I want to keep going. If I don't have any haters, then obviously I ain't got nothing going on. So I appreciate all you haters out there. I need some more. I'm looking for more haters. If you guys know any, send them my way. And also, I do appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and the shares. I'm really enjoying this new layout, this new structure, and I hope you do too. I hope this resonated. I'm going to ask if you would smash that like button and subscribe for the tribe. Other than that, all the ways to get a hold of me are in my description box below. And if you want a personal read, that also is in there. My email, my phone number. No, it's my neighbor's phone number. Don't call, because I'm not putting my personal number on there. So yeah, other than that, this is it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be. I'm surprised the Nine of Swords ain't out here yet, but it might be on the next time around, because then you'll be, in that. But just the universe is saying here, get a different outlook on life. That conclusions are within reach. It's not a huge deal. Just ease your way through it, And you'll come out on the other side smelling like roses. You know, there really ain't nothing to worry about. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and obviously the universe is not going to give you something more than you can handle. We already know that, right? It seems like that they are pretty mean about it, right? You know, and being in the fourth house, this is a lot about roots. So, you know, family. Pentacles is all earth. You know, it's like family oriented. So, yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm kind of indifferent about this one. I'm not gonna say nothing about either way. You know, you have your own free will, but it looks like you're doing the right thing, or you're gonna do the right thing here and walk away from that situation. You do have celebration on top of that with the Six of Pentacles on top of that. So it's almost like great success because oh come on, hands, work here with me. You got, all right, hold on, what can we do here? I almost had it. So you've got that celebration on top of the Eight of Cups because you walked away from that situation. And because it looks like because you walked away from that situation, you're now able to share equally with somebody else. Or this is you being able to spend more time with those children. And maybe you weren't able to spend that much time with them before because this person was taking all your time, or this person was, didn't like your kids, or I don't know, whatever the situation was. But it's almost like, you know, and that's the energy I'm picking up now, is that it's somebody who is now glad that they might be able to actually spend more time with their kids, or they would like to be able to spend more time with their kids, but because of this situation, they're unable to move forward emotionally. And that's where your North Node comes in. You know, get more in touch with those feelings, and it won't be such a hard thing to deal with, or a hard thing to speak up. If you're good with yourself, and you know yourself, and you know your emotions, and you know them through and through, you're going to be able to speak them with confidence, with no unapologetically. And you get it out there, and you're going to feel amazing. Now, the Cancer energy does kind of go a little more inside, a little more reserved, doesn't want to share that because they don't want to be vulnerable, because either they've already been hurt in the past, or because, yes, they are Cancer water sign. You know, the crab has the exoskeleton. Same as with the Scorpio. You know, they have the exoskeleton so that you can't get through. But inside, it's all mushy and gushy, right? It's all love inside. And, you know, so we got the lowest vibration is the regret and shame. Regret. What's gret? I have no idea. Regret and shame. And then you have way up here, which you can't even see my hand on the screen. It's because that's how vibrational love is. Because love is the highest vibration. And the more that you can be in love with yourself, I mean, I don't know any other higher vibration than that. And that's what attracts all these other people. And you'll have multiple doorways. Just remember, don't walk through that easy access doorway again. That's what got you in this mess to begin with, is what I'm feeling right here. You see? That's what I'm feeling right here. Because if you look now, this reed is completely disheveled. And it was nice and neat and perfect. If you remember, it was nice and neat and perfect a second ago. And then all of a sudden, boom, you looked back and you're like, what the hell happened? There was a hurricane or a tornado that came spinning through here. And this isn't what I thought it was, or this isn't what I wanted, or it's escalated or turned into something that I don't want.